Salut French learner. Alors, ça vous dit qu'on parle des expressions avec ça aujourd'hui? Ça vous va?
Oui, oui, ça me va très bien.
Yeah, no, Alex, I wasn't actually asking you, but you can come along and help me. It will be useful actually. There are so many fun, useful, and most importantly, extremely common expressions in everyday French that start with ça. So, ça c'est what we're going to look at in this video. I've got 10 beauties for you that will really make your French more natural if you start to use them. Du coup, si vous êtes prêts, allez, c'est parti. Salut tout le monde, welcome back to French in Plain Sight. Je m'appelle Alex and I'm English, but I've been learning French for the best part of a decade, so I'm now an expert at explaining the French language in ways that English speakers can truly understand. So let's dive into the expressions with ça, and stick around until the end for un petit quiz on what you've learned. Alors, the first expression was the first thing I said in this video. I asked, ça vous dit qu'on parle des expressions avec ça? The expression is, of course, ça vous dit, ça vous dit. Most often I find it's used in a question. It means, are you up for, blah, 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 or would you like to, blah, 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 followed by the activity, or just on its own if the activity is known from context already. If you add the activity explicitly, you say, ça te dit, or ça vous dit de regarder un film, par exemple. Or, ça te dit qu'on regarde un film, if you want to specify the subject. If it's informal and you know you can use tu with the person, then you say ça te dit instead of ça vous dit. I think this sounds a bit like Saturday, Saturday, Saturday in English, which is funny because if you respond oui, samedi, it sounds like samedi, which of course means Saturday. Bref, our second expression is one that could be a response to Saturday, and it is ça me va, ça me va. But of course the me can be replaced by the right pronoun for the person. It's entirely dependent on context. Actually, I've got my assistant on the line still, I think, who I think can help us explain these examples today. Alex, ça te dit qu'on parle des expressions avec ça?
Carrément, oui, ça me va très bien. Salut tout le monde, excusez-moi, je suis en train de faire une petite balade là.
He says hello everyone, but of course you can hear him too, can't you? Ça me va or ça te va or ça lui va, etc. means it suits the person or it sounds good to the person. It's acceptable. A common alternative to this is ça me convient with the verb convenir. And in my experience, this is more used in the context of dates and times. So 19h, ça me convient.
Alex, je ne t'entends plus très bien là. Je capte très mal. Attends, je te rappelle, hein?
Ah, ça craint. While he's figuring out his connection, ça craint means this, that, it sucks, with the verb craindre, which typically means to fear, but in this expression means to suck. That sucks. Used exactly in the same way as in English, so nothing more to be said there. Oh, attendez, Alex is calling back. Allô, Alex, ça va mieux la connexion?
Allô, Alex? Ça capte toujours pas très bien là, mais ça va aller. On peut continuer. Ouais.
Okay, ça marche. Actually, ça marche is a great one that I didn't even have on my list until this very unplanned conversation. Ça marche means that works for me, as in that's acceptable, or even use it to just agree with someone's proposal. That sounds good to me, it's good for me, something like that. It was one of the very first expressions I learned actually when I came to France. But other Alex has given us the next one on my list, which is ça va aller. Ça va aller is used to reassure when there's a problem. He said ça capte toujours pas très bien, mais ça va aller. Ça capte pas is talking about his connection not being very good. But ça va aller is it'll be okay. It'll be fine. This can be used in any situation where you want to console or reassure. Ne t'inquiète pas, ça va aller. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Ça y est, je t'entends mieux là. Ouais. Alors, on en est où avec les expressions?
Oh, super. Reste là alors. Ne bouge plus. I hope he doesn't move anymore. He just keeps setting up these expressions for me. It's like it's scripted or something. Bref, he said, ça y est, ça y est, ça y est. This is a really cool expression that is used when something is finished and the person can move on to the next thing. In other Alex's case, he can now hear me better, so the previous situation of the poor connection is over. Ça y est. So often it's like to celebrate something.
Oui, elle est très utile celle-là. Par exemple, quand on trouve quelque chose qu'on cherchait, comme ce petit bout de bois que j'ai trouvé pour mon chien. Ça y est, j'ai trouvé mon bout de bois. Le chien sera content.
Exactement. Merci Alex. Tu sais, ça me plaît de travailler avec toi.
Moi aussi, ça me plaît mon pote. Allez, je continue ma balade.
And voila, our next expression with ça was just revealed. Did you catch it? It's ça me plaît. Again, the me can be te, lui, vous, etc. But for simplicity's sake, we use ça me plaît here. It means I like. It's tricky for English speakers because it's backwards for us. The thing we like is the subject and we are the object. Look at it as it pleases me, if that helps you. Si ça te plaît. It is extremely common for French speakers to say ça me plaît instead of j'aime, and I recommend you get comfortable using it, at least as an alternative to j'aime, until it sticks. And I will take this opportunity to ask, dear audience, si la vidéo vous plaît, vous tous, please do leave a like down below. Say to yourself, ça me plaît, out loud, just for practice, and then click on that thumbs up button down below the video. It would mean a lot to me, and it only takes a fraction of a second. Merci beaucoup.
Bah, Alex, tu sais quoi? Je soupçonne que les gens qui nous regardent là, qui regardent aussi d'autres profs sur YouTube. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de ça? C'est pas très fidèle, non?
Qui y regarde, ça ne me regarde pas. En fait, c'est essentiel qu'ils apprennent de plusieurs experts, pas que moi. I'm just grateful that you choose to spend some of your precious time with us at French in Plain Sight. But other Alex, despite being more greedy, has again worked his magic and given me an opportunity to use our next expression with ça in spontaneous conversation. Yeah, spontaneous. Ça ne me regarde pas. Ça ne me regarde pas. No, it doesn't mean it doesn't look at me or it doesn't watch me. It means it doesn't concern me or it's none of my business. Interesting, huh? Before our petit quiz to test your new skills, let's recap the expressions with ça covered in the video so far. Ça te dit? Up for it? Do you want to? Ça te va? Sound good to you? Ça me va. Sounds good to me. Ça te convient? Suit you? Ça me convient. Suits me. Ça craint. That sucks. This sucks. It sucks. Ça va aller. It'll be fine. It'll do. Ça marche. It's good for me. It's acceptable. Ça y est. Ça y est. Said when something ends, like a search for something or a poor internet connection. Something you're going to celebrate. Ça ne me regarde pas. It's none of my business. Now, c'est l'heure du quiz. How do you say the following in French? Each sentence should use one or more of the expressions we've covered. I'm nervous, but it'll be fine. Person A, see you tomorrow.
Person B, sounds good. See you tomorrow.
And this final one is down to you. Write a sentence of your own, including one or more of today's expressions with ça. Create a little story over one or two sentences. Ça vous dit? If you've watched this far and you start using a few of these expressions, ça va se voir that you are committed to speaking authentic French. Ça va se voir means it'll show, it'll be obvious. And of course, that's a bonus expression with ça for those of you who got this far.
And if you have a bad day in French, or even 500, just repeat this expression to yourself. Ça va passer.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that one. Ça va passer, francophone. It will pass. Tomorrow is another day. Learning a language is extremely complex, right? No two conversations are the same. No two films or series are the same. Stay consistent and focus your efforts on long-term progress. Just because you don't feel you progress much today doesn't mean that you are not progressing. That's it for today, tout le monde. Merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé.
À la prochaine, francophone.
Ciao, ciao, French learner.